is going on, everybody? Welcome. Welcome to this hilarious live stream. Let me explain very clearly what happened. The Winter Blade Co. Factor, this is a signature series factor that was made very specifically for my 100K giveaway. Legitimately never got claimed by the dude whose name was drawn. Why? How? I'll tell you how. That person popped in for 1 second, left a comment, and then jetted. Did not pay attention to me saying, hey, you need to come back and check and see if I drew your name. They literally just didn't do it. It was it was just laziness. This person lost this due to laziness, right? And it's like, hey, I get it. Like stuff comes up, but that's why I say stay in the live stream so you know, right? And then if you have to leave, it's okay. I get it. But for the love of God, come back and watch it later and just scroll forward and check, right? Like I want you guys to hang out, but I want to be straightforward. Like that's, you can do that. I want to give this away. I feel so bad for the guy who didn't claim this. I legitimately feel bad. If you come back and you're watching this in the future right now, I'm sorry. You had 7 days to claim it. I'm sorry. I have to give it to somebody else. Also, the scalpel, same thing. Whoever won the scalpel, it's got to go to somebody else. I have to abide by my own rules. How do you enter? Same thing. Just I'm sure you're subscribed at this point, but if you're not, subscribe. Just go down to the description of this live stream and leave a comment under that video. So yeah. I mean, hey, it's somebody else. Whoever wins it tonight is astronomically lucky. Like, think about that. Whoever's name gets drawn tonight, you winning, dependent on someone getting drawn, and then they just don't claim it, and then you get drawn. The odds of that are much, much slimmer than the original odds. Much, much slimmer. My night's going pretty well. Thank you for asking, Charles. I appreciate that. My night is going pretty well. I mean, hey, it's okay if you get busy. Yeah, I mean, it's like people get busy. I want people to hang out in my live streams, but I get it, right? We have family, we have jobs, we have obligations, right? Not everybody has time to sit and listen to me talk for an hour. I totally get it. But oh my God, go back and check. I would want to. If I had to leave, I'd be like, well, I'm just gonna go check, right? I'll just like go forward and basically just fast forward to the part where he starts pulling out the iPad and just see if my name was on one of them, right? That's all I gotta do. Because, somebody was like, why don't you notify the people that win? Because I would have to manually sort through. There's no search system for YouTube comments. I would have to manually have searched through 2,300 comments. I'm just not going to do that. But hey, you know what? One of you guys is going to win. Guys and gals. It's a super cool factor for sure. Was it Travis or Trevor or somebody? I think. I went back and watched it and kept looking through my emails like, why did this person not email me? And yeah, everybody else's prizes are, if you want a prize from me, it is on the way, including, I'm going to tell you guys this. I'm going to toot my own horn here, all right? I'm such a good person right now. No, not really. I also gave away my other factor to one of my patrons. I just felt like I blew the thing up. And I was like, ooh, it's the best thing ever. Look at me. I have 2 of them. Because I'm a big YouTuber and I can get... So I was like, I should probably give away both. I deserve to lose them both. So, yeah, to Dan, one of my patrons, congrats, bro. It's on the way. He won the Patreon giveaway. So I'm going to miss him. Felt like it's the right thing to do. Like, it's always easy for me to be like, yeah, I just give this stuff away and then I have my own stuff. But like, I love the Factor. I love it. I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's number one for knife of the year right now. And we're in May. Like, something spectacular. What it's going to take to beat the Factor for the knife of the year on this channel. Not that it's like a really all that big of a deal, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I really love it. And sometimes you get that gut feeling like, hey, you got, like, I got both of them for free. I should give it away. I should. What Factor did I love about it? Homer Sapien. That's such a funny name. I just love the magnetic deployment. Like, the person who gets it, I really hope that the people who get them put videos on Instagram and tag me, because I want to see their reaction to playing with it. It's like nothing you've ever felt. It's just different, you know? No, you're not too late. You're not too late. Both prizes are still available. We're gonna draw later. There's 420 people watching. 424. There we go. I never know what to say when I say that. I mean, yeah, so here's the other thing about the fact, the lock is also extremely strong, and the blade geometry is extremely slicey. It's not just a toy. It's legitimately a tool, right? Now, some people define tool as like, well, can I go out and, like, you know, can I cleave a fire hydrant in half with it? Well, no, because that, you know, that would be an unintelligent thing to do. But as far as a functional knife, oh yes, very much. It is a good cutting tool. Treat it as it is designed, right? I know, right? They just didn't send the email. And again, it's like I always say, like, I want people to know, like, these giveaways are real. They are real. There is no reason for me to stage them. When I say I'm going to give something away, I am going to give it away. It is going to the person who won. So if the person doesn't win, I'm going to give it to somebody else. I'm not going to keep it and just, you know, pretend I gave it away. No, it's gonna get given away. I want that authenticity traceable. It has to be. It needs to be. And I need to give back for all, you know, the people who supported me, everybody who, you know, helped me grow. What do you say about octopus circus blade shape? I have no idea what I was talking about. I remember saying that, and it was just one of those things where I was just going off. Oh man, what's up, everybody? Can you reverse flick the FSD? Yes, absolutely. It's a super. So I did the review on this, guys, and this is a spectacular knife, and it will also be, like, this is also up there. This is probably my second favorite knife of 2022 right now. The FSD is, for those of you, I'm not saying, not everybody is just like, oh, I just really need an $800 knife. Like, I get that. I do. I don't want you guys to think that I'm detached because I buy a lot of expensive stuff. And yes, I bought this. I don't know why people think that I don't buy this stuff. Yeah, I do. I insist on it. I have actually had friendly arguments with makers that have tried to give me stuff, and it's so kind and generous, but I want to pay. I want to actually support these people who are making these incredible things. I want to, right? But I know everybody's not like, I just need an $800 knife, right? I get it. But for those of you who are, if you're like, I want that Koenig Arias tier of USA made excellence, oh my gosh, the Brown FSD is spectacular. It really is. And so is the Arias, right? And various other things at that tier. Boom, K12, thanks for your donation. Very kind, very generous. Thanks. And then there was another one in there. Sorry, let me grab that. TJ Elliott, a previous winner. He says it's real, I promise. I'll send proof. He's got that XM24. He's got a whole bunch of stuff, actually. He won the entire 90K giveaway. Thanks, man. It's people like TJ who are like always in live streams, and when they win, it's so great because I'm like, yeah, like here's an example. Here's a guy who won. The EMP EDC Nimble is a great knife, though, Jeffrey. Like it's not about like you're not. I kind of don't like that. Sometimes people like me give off the impression that like the more expensive knives that you have, the cooler you are, and that's definitely not true. Like, I love Nick talked about this one time, and I could not. There was like a moment where I just felt like I sync up with this mentality so much. It is not about collecting the best of the best and just it's not about that. Like I love looking at other people's collections and seeing like this is their personality, right? And I don't care if I'm looking at a budget knife collection, right? Or if it's like a $20 to $50 knife collection, like individual knives, right? I'm just like, this is their personality, and you can see it. You can see what they're going after. They're working within a specific budget, but it's so interesting to see what this person likes and what they appreciate, and it's so cool. Yeah, it's really cool to look at somebody's $50,000 knife collection, sure, right? And you get their own personality, but it's just as cool to see another collection and you see like there's a whole story behind this knife collection, right? It doesn't matter if it's like the craziest, rarest this or that. That's neat, but in another sense, it's just like I think it's neat to look at the whole personality of anybody's individual collection. You guys know what I mean, right? You feel me on that? 600 of you. I'm so flattered, you guys all want to hang out. What's your knife price to quality sweet spot? Are you asking diminishing returns? So the start of diminishing, like the arguably the peak of diminishing returns, depending on what it is you're looking for, is the Ritter Hogue at about $160. But if we're talking about like, if we're putting titanium on a pedestal, probably the best, some of the best stuff that you can get out there that's full titanium, rocking that whatever premium steel, for a placeholder, let's throw 20 CV in there, right? And it's got like the really nice high quality machining. It's a production knife, right? You're probably looking at about $225 to $250. So let's say it's between $150 and $250, depending on what materials you fetishize, which is a weird way to say that, but I think you know what I'm saying, right? You've never had a knife with titanium. In that situation, I would say, maybe try out a Tucson, because they have Tucson or Kaiser have some of the best priced titanium knives out there. And then you can decide, like, do I like this material? Because for a lot of people, and believe me, there are a lot of people out there, they handle something in titanium and they go, this is overrated because it's slippery and it's just not, it's just kind of one of those things where we don't need titanium, unless you're like a fisherman or somebody who maybe works in or around saltwater. Then maybe titanium and something like LC200N or Vanax, like maybe something like that really would be beneficial, right? But for the rest of us, I think it's kind of, for me, definitely, I just like the look and feel of titanium, the all metal feel, right? Do I have a dream knife that I don't own? Interesting question. Yes. Actually, I have many, but one of them is on the way. In fact, I just shared this with my patrons earlier this afternoon. I'll share it with you guys now. I just paid more money for a knife than I have ever paid. I bought something very spectacular at full price, and it is absolutely a dream knife. I can't believe I got the opportunity to buy this. And you guys know that the Shiro F3 is my vote on the greatest knife design of all time. This knife that I just purchased, pending me handling it and toying around with it for a little bit, is, on paper, it is a contender. We'll see. No, it's actually very plain. I know you guys are imagining like some crazy exotic thing that's like really colorful. No, this one is actually very plain. Certainly machined and created to the caliber, the price caliber that I paid, but it is a much more simple aesthetic. No. The old record, Jeremy, was a Rockstead at 1500. I did buy the Higo 2 at 1500, but this one cleared it. I paid about, I think it was $1,725. Not that you need to do that. I don't want to promote this idea that like you're not cool unless you buy expensive. No, not at all. Right? You buy what makes you happy. Right? It's just, this is just, I am an example of what happens when you keep climbing the ladder, when you keep trying to scratch the itch over and over and over and over again. Eventually, inevitably, you graduate into a different tier. Not necessarily a better tier, just a different tier, right? Does titanium warm up with your body heat? Yeah. In my experience, I mean, I think it does, like, just, and like, I think it factually does as well. The Gent 2 is 9CR WTF. Isn't Gent 2 supposed to be better, not crappy? 9CR 18 MOV is not a bad composition. The CR steels, is it 9CR 13 or is it 9CR 18? I forget what 9CR 18 is the equivalent of. But from what I understand, it's not a bad composition at all. I don't think it quite, I can't remember what it's the equivalent to in terms of edge retention, but it's a nice, well-balanced composition. It depends on the price. I mean, as long as they're keeping it under $75, it should be okay. Yeah, the Demco's tie. The itch is definitely worse during winter. 738 people. What's up? Hey, and thank you to everybody who helped me destroy the record for the old live stream record. We ended up with Brewhound, my mod, both here and on Discord, recorded the population peak at 2,126 people. Like, I know the live stream has like 15 or 16,000 views total, but at any one moment, the peak population was 2,100 people. That's crazy. Oh, man. Smell my knives and give notes. Ooh, that would make for an interesting video. Oh, man. Yeah. I remember the first time that I paid, my first like major purchase that felt major was the ZT0562 carbon fiber. And I remember hitting that, confirm button on the order. Like, is all your information correct? You're like, do you want to place the order? And I hit it. And I remember sitting back. I was back in an apartment with, at the time, she was my girlfriend. She's my wife now. But I remember just sitting at the dining room table in that apartment going, I just paid $240 for a pocket knife. You know that realization? It washes over and you're like, I took $240 out of my bank account and sent it into the ether. And what is coming to me is a box with a pocket knife in it, right? Oh boy, I had no idea what I was getting into. At that moment, I think what was truly set in motion at that time was ultimately what we're doing here right now. Me doing a live stream, trying to give away a knife after having hit 100,000 subscribers, which is it's a funny thing to think back on, right? Thank you. It is a mind-blowing thing to think about, to sit down and now I'm sitting here thinking I run a YouTube channel and there are 100,000 people subscribed. Like it can be an overwhelming thought for sure. 102K now. There's a lot of people. So like part of the reason that it's growing so quickly right now is I currently have a short that is going, like, it's generating an absolutely ridiculous amount of views. I created a lot of you guys have seen it. I did a short, how to center your blade. I decided to take my 15-minute tutorial and condense it into 1 minute and make a short just for people who don't have time to sit and watch for 15 minutes. That'd just be a little helpful thing. Yeah, it turned out to be kind of a crazy. Now it's getting about 40,000 views a day. So that's part of the reason why I'm getting a big, like, there's a bunch of people subbing all at once. It's pulling people from the YouTube Shorts area. But I mean, that's cool. I'm glad people like it. But that's what's happening. Literally half of the views on my channel right now are coming from one video, and that happens sometimes, right? It's just a funny thing that can occur on YouTube when things go viral, or, well, as viral as they would go from me, right? It's not really the true definition of viral. Jim Rowland Jr. just got here. Please tell me I didn't miss the factor. No, you have not missed it yet. You just need to follow these steps and make sure you leave your comment. If you left a comment on the 100K, I'm not pulling from that. You gotta leave a new comment here, because I'm really hoping the person who wins it is here tonight, because I want to give it away. I don't want to have to redraw again. Yeah, the algorithm can absolutely be insane. How-to videos? How to do this? How to do that? Yeah, that's all we ever Google. How do I make my gutters my stupid gutters are being stupid. How do I make them smart? There's a YouTube video on how to not be mad at your gutters, right? And it's, people are going to click on the shortest ones. That's just how it's going to go. Yeah, it has to be US only. But the guy from Malaysia who won what did he win? I think it was the Vero pry bar or the Vero knife. He was like, can you send it to Malaysia? And I said, no. And he said, no problem. I got a friend in Florida. So I sent it to Florida. So, I mean, that's what I got to do. The factory is on the table. You just can't see it. Here, it's right there. There you go. And here's the scalpel. We're also redrawing for the scalpel tonight. What's up, Mark? Agerworks, Kyle Roberts. Did you pre-order the Evo Typhoon Mini limited edition? I didn't, because that knife is a little bit small for me with the flipper tab. But I do have someone who said, as soon as theirs comes in, they'll send it to me. So I'll still show it for sure. It looked cool. I wouldn't have been able to get that in what I just recently purchased anyway. So, and the thing that I bought will be here very quickly. It'll be here on Monday. So you guys will probably get an unboxing Tuesday or Wednesday. When am I doing the drawing? Later. But it'd be in your best interest to, try and hang out, because the guy who did not claim this, what he did is he left a comment and then just left and never came back to check for 7 days. Could not be bothered to come back and check. So if you can't be here, that's fine, but try to come back. Try to come back and check. Did you know that after live streams end, you can still go back and watch them? Just go to my channel videos. It should be able to categorize, like when I was live or by most recent. It'll show the live stream. It'll sit as an upload. You can go back and watch whenever you want. So J Gemini M390, you finally got a Seiko turtle. Yeah, I did. Oh, this might be my favorite Seiko. The Sumo I got, I like it, but I noticed, and this is a problem with Seikos, if you're gonna order one, and honestly, you should do this with any watch. If you're gonna order one, you need to say, hey, make sure the bezel, the chapter ring, and the dial line up. You got to say that. Put it in the message wherever you're ordering from, right? If you have like, if it's an option for like a message seller, say, hey, don't send me one unless it's all lining up. My Sumo is great, but there's the chapter ring is not perfect, which is a bummer because that was an expensive watch, right? But this turtle, oh, it's perfect. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's very perfect. I'm very happy with the King Turtle. Definitely. This is a sick watch. Raulia Guila, I'm so sorry if I didn't pronounce your name correctly. Just got a slow head shake and look of disappointment for flicking my new knife repeatedly. That's a look we're all too familiar with. That's funny. Samurai is awesome. I've got both samurais over here. Nick's samurai and my samurai, which has been outfitted with a different band, the King Samurai, and these are great. I still wear them for sure. I just right now I'm just into the turtle. I'm into the look, you know. Also, still love my Formex. My Formex Reef is also right here. Far and away my most expensive watch, definitely. Really like that one. I guess I'm into watches now. I need to start learning about movements and what makes, you know, like which movements are like people, watch people really know their movements. You know, I don't. Uh, building my own automatic watch. Oh, do people do that? That sounds really complicated. I only in the last few years did I become confident with taking apart almost anything. I can't mod my own knives. I can't do anything like that. Let's see here. I'm a little bit hesitant on Miguron because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I got a message on Instagram from somebody who claims that they designed a lot of what Miguron sells, and Miguron took the designs. I don't know. It was kind of an alarming message, and I was like, oh. So I don't know. I know that kind of stuff happens. Now I'm a little hesitant to show. You know, I don't want to get into that. It's like I don't want to get in between like for the same reason that I don't want to get into any of the other stuff that's happening right now. There's a new one, right? The whole axial thing, like, oh, what the heck is going on with that? I just don't know. I just don't. Also, can't. You know, can't. Generic ass username. I just got a look of approval for flicking my knife repeatedly, and it was from you. I trust that you are making approval faces. Yeah. Yes, here's my approval face. Right? You can't see me, but you can see me, yeah? You know what my face looks like, right? Ah. You did not miss the giveaway. Nobody has missed the giveaway. We have almost 1,000 people in here right now, so that's kind of cool. Didn't expect that. You can see me. That's creepy, but it's Desert Smeagol, so it's okay. If Desert can see me, it's fine. Would you design your own knife if you could? I've had many offers, and I'll be honest with you, the main thing holding me back is I don't I if I'm gonna do it, I want to work with an American OEM, you know? No offense to any of the friends that I have made that work with or for some of the you know, overseas OEMs. That's fine. I still show stuff like that, but if I'm gonna put my name on something, I want an American OEM. And it's going to make a lot of people mad because it's like, the knife you made is so freaking expensive. It's like, well, yeah, it's made in the USA, so it's just not, the right opportunity has not come along. And then also it's like, do I really want to like start, selling like metal complex stuff? The moment I do that, there's just going to be a whole crowd of people going, he's a sellout, right? It's this or that. People claiming to, so the metal complex changed into this change. Those of you who've been around since the beginning, this channel has been exactly the same thing with exactly the same things being said since the beginning. Not a single thing about this channel has changed. There's already people just claim, and what happens is people pop in or there's some circumstantial thing and they're like, it's this, he says this. So I know just how sensitive like people lacking context are. As soon as I make something and put my name or design something, he's a sellout. He just having a bad day, and this looks like a great punching bag. I mean, not that would stop me. I think it would be really cool to design something, but yeah, I would want to work with an American OEM. I just would. It's not selling out, it's buying in. I would. It would be super cool to design something for fans, And it's like, well, if I make a ton of them, then people will talk about, think about how much money he made. If I make a small batch, people are like, nobody can get it, and it's artificial scarcity. Ugh. There's no good side of the fence, right? There's complainers on all sides. People cry conspiracy or money grubbing on every side of everything, right? So it just kind of sucks. And the bigger that this channel gets, it's the same story with everybody. The more people watching, the more is expected of you, and there are 20 different subgroups who all have a different perspective and demand that you cater to their perspective, right? And if you don't, then you're a sellout or you're this or you're that. When the funny thing is that the channel has legitimately always been exactly the same thing with the same morals, the same messages, the same type of content. It's never changed, right? It just depends on who is seeing what and thinking what at any given moment. We just have to complain loud. Oh, sorry. We just have to complain louder than the haters that there isn't an MC brand. Yeah. I think I want to just keep reviewing. I really like that I'm not tied to anybody, right? There are so many people out there who think I'm sponsored or paid out, but no, that's the best joy. Like that's truly, that is a certain level of invincibility that I have. And that's a strong word, invincibility, but truly, I have done that on purpose. I have never allowed a company or any entity to create a legal contract with me because I hate the idea of being controlled or obligated. So there are no sponsors. There's nothing. I don't do that type of stuff, and it's just really nice to have complete and total creative control over every last little tiny thing that happens on this channel, right? I just love that, and it, in a lot of ways, it keeps me out of the mess. Winterblade, what's up? Where's the beef? Thanks for the donation. Can you believe that guy didn't claim that knife, man? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I mean, yeah, but like Pena, like if I, it'd be cool to co-design with Pena, but guess where Pena's production knives are made, And again, nothing against anybody who does that. It's not like, this isn't like a slight against people who design knives that are manufactured, anywhere else, because obviously I like that stuff. I have that stuff in my collection, right? But it's like when you think about what you want to do, right? When I think about what I want to do internally, not based on anybody else's thoughts or anything like, for me, what would I want to do if I was going to pour my heart and soul into something? Well, I probably want to work with an American OEM, and it's just not possible. It's just really difficult. And it would be really expensive, and it would inevitably lead to a small batch, which would inevitably make a lot of you guys angry, because there are a lot of you, and so it's like, yeah, is that fair? No. Like if some genie was like, hey, listen, hey, I'm gonna grant you a wish here. I can make 5,000 of whatever you want to design right here in the United States, and it'll be no higher than $300. I'd be like, dang, sign me up, because that's a win for everybody. But that's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, you know. So, and it's not about. It wouldn't be about making money. It's not about making money, right? That's the main thing here, is that I want to do it when it feels right, when it feels like I can do what I want to do and make it fair and fun and cool for everybody, right? I'm not out to just make a quick buck on a design, as is the case with anybody else who designs a knife. They do it generally because their heart and soul is in it. And they want to do it the way that they want to do it, within the parameters of possibility, right? What is actually possible, you know? And so if I'm going to do it, I want to do it for the right reasons. I want to do it what I feel like, the right thing to do is, you know what I mean? So being really, I'm generalizing here. Drawing is soon. There's 1,100 people in here. You guys are amazing. Pena's stuff is awesome. Their production stuff is made by Riot, but the Pena stuff it's wonderful, spectacular. Quality is just outstanding. The designs are great. Bro, do you F the noise? Make your MC knives. Unfortunately, this whole life is about making money. Who can bag on you for making more money than they do because you applied yourself at something? I mean, like, yeah, my mentality is like, if you're doing what you love, what you love, if you're doing what you're truly passionate about, and it just so happens that a side effect of that is that you become ultra wealthy, then good for you. If I am walking down the street and I see a guy drive by in a bright orange Lamborghini, and the dude's smiling, right? I don't really care if he looks cocky or if he looks this or that. The first thing that I think is, that dude looks really happy and he's driving a super flashy car. My gut tells me that he is happy and has made money doing something that he loves doing, and he's driving. So I don't care. Like, I don't feel personally attacked or anything. I don't feel jealous or anything. It's like, hey, that dude is driving a freaking Lamborghini and he looks super happy. I want that. That's great. I would be more offended if he was driving and they just had this sour look on their face, like, smile, dude, you're driving a Lambo, right? Like, yeah, that's the dream. Do what makes you happy, and then if you can make an honest wage out of it, then that's great. But if you can do what makes you happy and you can be ultra wealthy, well, that's amazing, right? There's no shame in that whatsoever. I'm still working on that second part. I got the do what makes you happy thing down. Right? Adequate Media, thanks for the donation. Very cool. Welcome to LA. That's all I see. Unhappy people driving luxury cars. That's the worst. I think the worst fate is being incredibly unhappy. I'm not going to say being incredibly unhappy and wealthy. Obviously, having money will solve a lot of issues. It's obviously, I think, just having money in general is definitely better than just not having money at all, right? But what a sour existence to be unhappy or just upset in what your life has become, and you have money. It's like, oh, like, you would just feel so capped out. I like feeling that there's a much bigger mountain to climb, right? It's nice. Boom, K12, thanks for the donation. That's super generous, super generous. Missed opportunities need to happen more often, MC. Yeah, for sure, right? You don't have to own a Lamborghini. Much better to rent. I think that's what a lot of those mega gigantic YouTubers do. I think they just rent Lambos. Let's see. Still friends with Andrew Toole? Yeah, my first night. Absolutely. I can't think of anybody that I was friends with in the beginning of this journey that I'm not friends with now. Anybody, like I've seen a couple nasty things written about me on Blade forums or something. People are like, I can't stand his like, all right, well that's fine. I haven't really, I can't say I've made any enemies. If I've made any true enemies, I am not aware. I'm sorry, that sounds very egotistical. I just don't know. Um, I'm surrounded by too much positivity, So yeah, everybody that I was friends with in the beginning, I still feel like I'm friends with. Like nobody has really jumped up on social media and said, "Hey, you know what, MC? I hate you." And so I consider that a success, making it to 100K and not creating any real like mega enemies or anything. That's kind of the goal of this whole social media thing is to, not do that. So still friends with Jeff Good now. Still, I just talked with him today actually. So he and Jim Skelton are good friends, and I'm friends with Jim Skelton. So it's a nice, we can all kind of chat it up. Slicey Dicey, Brian, yeah, he's just doing his own thing. You know, he took his life in a different direction, and he's happy. And it's his happiness is not affecting anybody in the knife community. So, and nor should it. I think that was the best. I think everything that played out was the best outcome. And Brian and I are still friends. Happy, you know, happy to still be friends with Brian. Absolutely. Can I ask who didn't claim it? I think there's like Travis or Trevor or something that began with a T. The positivity is nauseating, yes, but hating someone for that is beta AF. That should be on a t-shirt. Yeah. Like the people who are the most successful thrive on hate. Like that's what cracks me up is like when you see a comment under something and you're like, it's just somebody just sour at somebody else's success and it's like you understand that on the off chance that this ultra successful person actually sees the comment, all it does is bolster them. All you're doing is adding to it, right? Don't waste your time. Leave. Just if you don't like it, it's if you don't like what you're looking at, then look in a different direction, right? It's there. Like there's gonna be cocky people and douchey people and this and that. They're in every direction, right? Just look in a different direction. Don't. But like I try to just be like, if they're not throwing it in my face, it's like, well, hey, it looks like life worked out for you. That's pretty cool. I'd like to think that, maybe that could happen. It's like, and I've already seen so much, really so many really great things happen for me. It's like I'm now more inclined to think like maybe that incredibly, that mountaintop really is reachable, right? I mean, we accomplished this. This is amazing. Like I just, I have to keep thinking that things can always get better, no matter what position you're in life. If things are going good, they can keep going good. They can get better. If things are going bad, things are going crappy, things are going liquid donkey crap for you, they can get better. It's a very generic and very basic thing to say, but it's true. It's factually true, right? Sorry, I should stop like doing the motivational speech thing and actually look at chat. Sorry. What's my favorite pizza topping that's not cheese? Darn you, Joe. That's a thinker. Hold on. You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. Yellow peppers, banana peppers on pizza. I love it. Spectacular, right? I love all the meat. Like, I don't care what it is. You got meat on the pizza. You don't have to tell me what type of meat it is. Fine, right? It's Canadian bacon, sausage, beef. I don't care. It's goat. I don't care. I'm happy with it. But it's those yellow peppers that make it for me. The yellow peppers. Banana peps. State. It's funny because I'm imagining you saying that and doing that with your hands, and it's making me laugh. Oh man, what time is it? It's 45. We got about 10 minutes to go, folks, and we're gonna draw for both back to back. My lights. This one is so temperamental, and it drives me nuts. I know you guys can't see it, but I can. Stupid thing. I'm offended. Keith made that scalpel and it didn't get claimed. He says, I'm offended my knife is not claimed. I know. Somebody here's going to get tonight. Watch Keith win it. If Keith left a comment and legitimately won his own scalpel, I would give it to him. I would give it back. And he would probably donate it back to the channel. But that would be funny. Ting the factor. All right. There you go. We good? Somebody in here tonight is going to physically experience that soon. Rigged! I'd be so mad. But what am I going to do, you know? I should stop joking about that possibility. Stranger things have happened. When is the actual knife coming out? I don't know. Sometime the pre-order should be this month. We're going to draw soon. Now, you calm down. You all calm down now. We're going to draw soon. Soon. Darn it. There's too many people. You guys are all typing at once. I can't read it. Where are the factors made? They're made by Bestec, so they're made in China. I have heard talk of him using Riot in the future, potentially. The second knife is a Shurogorov. It's the new F95, the F95-0, which fires very hard and has a very firm detent. I love this knife. It is very cool. And I have wanted an F95 for probably 10 years. I'm happy to have that one. The Unimzon is mine, and I'll tell you why. Because it actually has my logo on it. And it also says, MC from your 100,000 friends. Thank you guys for this. I finally own an Unimzon again in S45VN, just like I wanted. And it has my logo on it. It says, from your 100K friends. Like, how cool, man. Like, what an awesome gift. And my first pocket knife restored. Everybody involved with this, which is kind of like everybody watching right now, but for the people who like put this together and made it happen, dude, so cool. And it's a lanyard. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the lanyard on here so that you guys can continuously remind me that I own a knife. I am not gonna do anything tonight. I'm not gonna alter it at all. But I'm gonna let you guys continuously remind me that there's a lanyard on it, right? You got some of that factor. Yeah, the Unimzon is the best Chris Reeve knife. I like the Inkosi. The Sebenza 31 is fine. I just don't like. I don't think it's the best design by a landslide. The Unimzon is a fantastic design. This this is a knife, man. Like this is such a killer work knife. So cool. The Unimzon is so cool, and that blade shape is just awesome. Look at that. So killer. Chris Reeve can make a killer knife, but the Unimzon, like this is their best work for sure. Kansas is also exotic? In what way? I've never heard Kansas described as exotic before. I don't need my knives to flick open. And you know what? Yes, it can. Are you ready? Oh my gosh! How did he do that? With thumb power. Yeah. You can flick open an Unimzon, you silly ding-dong boy. Sorry, I don't mean that. You're a nice person. It's just very quiet because of those O-rings. Dude, did I miss a gigantic donation? You guys are being way too nice tonight. Guys, 100K is over. You don't have to give me anything. You don't, I mean, you never had to, but you guys don't need to be, you don't need to be doing this. There's 13, what is happening right now? There's 1,300 people in here. You guys really want to win that factor. Chuck it. FPV. Next thing you know, MC will start wearing fanny packs. What's wrong with fanny packs? Who says I don't already wear them? John M. Walker, thanks for your donation. When life gives you liquid donkey crap, just flip your knife and smile. I mean, is there bad advice in that scenario? I mean, pretty much anything you do after that blow has been dealt to your existence, anything you do is probably better than the moment before, right? I think we can all agree on that. Generic ass username. You're okay. You have to stop giving me your money. I really appreciate it. You are way too kind. Thank you very much. What was that? We have to donate. God, man, I gotta stop saying stuff like that because then people like generic will just make a joke out of it. But then I also feel bad because you're actually giving me money. And you guys, look, does everybody understands like my channel is profitable, right? My channel makes money. I'm very happy with that, but I just want to be very open and honest. Like between the ad revenue and the affiliate links, it does that. And I tell my patrons, and they all know this, I've made many posts about it. I say, thank you for your support. My channel is legitimately profitable. And so if you are supporting me on Patreon, it's very appreciated, but I want you to make sure that you are not in a position where you think like, if I don't do this, he can't make content. It's not true at all. I try to remind my patrons all the time, and they just are like, we don't care. So, and it's apparently the same with you guys. That's incredible. I just really feel obligated to let you guys know, you do not have to do that to make sure that my channel keeps going. It really, I mean, at this point, if it's getting something like 50,000 views a day, even ad revenue gets better at that rate, you know? So the channel is self-sustaining and it actually generates money at this point. There's no reason to hide it. It's much better that I'm honest about it. So I just really feel like people deserve to know that. I don't understand people who try to hide stuff like that, you know, or I also don't understand people who think like YouTubers shouldn't generate income. Of course they should. Every YouTuber, I actually have a problem with new YouTubers not being able to monetize their content. Let them monetize their content. YouTube's running ads on stuff even if the channel has 1 subscriber. Pay them. Pay those people. They're taking time out of their day to create content for other people. Pay them. It doesn't matter what size of YouTuber you are. I don't understand that threshold. That's very odd to me that you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time to even be considered for monetization. I don't like that. Even if you have 1 subscriber, and if you have no subscribers and you're making content, you should be paid at least something. Greenface1, thanks for your donation. Excuse me, very kind. Use donations to buy a cool knife and show us. After all, that's what we come here for. That's extra. I could not ask for a more understanding. Thank you. You guys don't have to do this. Thank you. Boom killing two. Stop, man. Okay. All right. You got me. You guys, you got me. Come on now. It might be, you're right, Hugh McFall. It would be super easy to exploit, but then again, you're not making that much on ad revenue if you only have, one subscriber, right? You're not getting paid very much. Generally speaking, it's like $2, and depending on who you are, if you're a massive YouTuber, you might get paid as much as $10 per 1,000 views. A much smaller channel will get something like $1.50 to $2 per 1,000 views. It just depends. Generic ass username, dude. All right. Thank you guys. Okay, we're gonna draw because the longer I draw this out, people are gonna keep donating. I'm just gonna feel more and more guilty. You guys are incredible. Thank you. You're way too kind. Please, the channel does generate income. Thank you. I'm feeling really guilty at this point. I want the scalpel to give my eyes certain cousin to scare its patience with. Dude, okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Don't tell my knife. Are we able to gift you knives or send them in for review? I mean, yes, but please don't. You don't have to do. You don't have. I'm so uncomfortable right now. You don't have to gift this channel knives. I will buy things with the money that people are just giving. I will buy stuff, and I will keep giving stuff away. Oh my God, Boom. Stop. Sharp Things, thank you. Okay, we're going to draw, guys. I'm serious. We're going to draw. We have to draw. My face is actually hot right now with guilt. You guys are way too nice. Please let me give some things to you guys, okay? Please, you don't this is crazy. Thank you everybody who's watching. I'm really just trying to give stuff away that I promised to give away, and for some reason 2 people didn't claim it. And you guys are being really kind by hanging out with me and supporting this channel, and that's really great. But hold on to your own money. Spend that on knives that you love for you. Do something for yourselves. Please. Is your new knife a ZDP 189 ivory scaled gold buck 110? No, it's not. It's an interesting thing, though. Where is my iPad? Oh my God, I need to. Where is my iPad? Come on, save me, iPad, save me. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me reload comment picker here. Whoop. Why did I scroll way down here? All right, there we go. Okay, 1,400. There's almost 1,500 people watching. This is crazy. This is like one of my milestone live streams. This many people in here. This is awesome. You guys are so cool. Okay. Let's see. Hold on a sec. All right, we're going to draw for the scalpel first. And let everybody watch, right, so that we know what's going on. We're going to reload the page. Okay. Now we're going to scroll here, and we're going to paste the correct link. That's the sample link. Here's the correct link, and you guys can all see that and screenshot it and type it in for yourselves, and make sure that it goes to the unlisted link that is in the description of this video. That was created for the sole purpose of giving this away. Links can only go to one place. Filter duplicate users. Let's scroll down. Probably going to be close to 2,000 people having commented. If there's 1,485 people in here, it's fair to assume that at least 25% of those people are not currently present. That seems to be the case. I don't understand how people think this stuff's rigged. It's like, how would I fake this many comments? How? There you go. Almost exactly. 2031. That's how we know, because he did that math instantly, as if he's done this before, like on other live streams. Yeah. All right. So for the scalpel, are you guys ready? If you haven't entered, you need to do it now. There's a link in the description. You need to get in the description and leave your comment if you want to win that factor. For the scalpel, the winner is Adam Coleman. He says, awesome knife and great channel. For the love of God, Adam, are you in here? Please. Is Adam here? Please. Adam, show yourself. Show yourself, Adam. Come on. Is he here? Please. Oh, come on, Adam. He's gone. No, he's here? He's here? Is he here? He is here. He is! Yay! Adam is here. Adam won the scalpel. It's yours. I will make sure and send something to authenticate this. Not that, I mean, like this. Like, there's nothing else out there that looks exactly like this, but I'll send something to authenticate it. Congratulations, and you need to... Oh, God. I am very unprofessional. Where is my email thing? Hold on. Oh, here it is. Email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com. Adam, to claim your prize, you'll need to send your current shipping information. I will ship this to you this coming Thursday. It takes a bit. Just a lot going on, right, with the channel and other things. But I will ship it to you on Thursday. So just email me. Don't email me if you're not Adam. You guys know the drill. You're not a hacker. You're not going to trick me. I promise. And the consequences for trying to do that are not good. So please don't do that. But if you're Adam, feel free to. Or if you just want to send me an email and ask me a question, that's also fine. Okay, and for the factor, Adam, if you have social media, I would really appreciate it if you posted that so that people know that it really did get given away. Let's reload the page. Have you all entered? I'm going to give you guys about 20 seconds to enter. There is a link in the description. If you want this factor, open up the description to the live stream you're watching right now, click on the first link, and leave a comment. You got to do that. If you left a comment on the 100K video, that does not count. You have to leave one under this video. If you're late, it's okay, but leave your comment. I'll give you guys about 15 more seconds. Open the description, click on the first link, leave your comment very quickly. Oh, yeah, and sub. Make sure you're subscribed. Everybody who's watching right now, just real quick, go to my channel page and make sure that the subscriber button is actually on, and that I would also appreciate the bell notifications, turn your notifications on. But yeah, make sure that you are actually subscribed to the channel. All right, it's time to do this. So let's reload it again. Sorry, I pulled the iPad away. We're going to hit reload. We're going to go to the bar here, and we're going to paste the link so that everybody can see it. Make sure that it's the same link. There you go. There it is. Scroll down. Filter duplicate users. Get YouTube comments. Here we go. It's time to actually give this thing away. Watch the person not be in here. Here we go. 2193, 2175. A few people squeezed in there at the last moment. All right, it's time. The winner of the Signature Series Winterblade Co. Factor, created specifically for my 100,000 subscriber giveaway, is SZT_PhD. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Okay. Congratulations, SCT underscore PhD. You won. Is that person in here? Is that person here? Please. Uh, he is. I just saw. He is. Buddy, do you know the odds of you winning this? Like, the person, you won this because the last guy didn't claim it. I don't even know how to calculate the exact odds of that. Yeah. And then this was his comment that just cracks me. Oh man, that's really funny. Congratulations, man. I'm so glad they're in here. You need to email me, of course, at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your shipping information, and I will ship it to you this coming Thursday. I mean, there's only one of these, so I don't know if I need to authenticate it, but if there's something special you want me to do, just let me know in the email. That's fine. I don't mind. But yeah, just email me. So congrats. Thank you. We can finally give these things some homes, right? Here we go. Congratulations. Awesome. I think it's funny. His confirmation message was just, I'm here. I hope he's pumped. I hope he's excited because that, I think those were the smallest odds ever on the channel of winning something. That was the biggest long shot on the channel, arguably the most sought after item that I have ever given away. And the only reason that this person had a chance to win is because the last person didn't claim it. Yeah, the odds for that were insane. So I hope that you enjoy it, woodchuck guy. Do more tings while I still can. All right. Yeah. Oh, my phone's running out of battery. Really is time to go. All right. Congratulations to the winners. Thank you so much to the incredible generosity tonight. This is awesome. You guys are awesome. My opinion of the knife community is still that it is awesome. Yeah, there's been some turbulence lately, but you know what? It's just the way that it's going to be, and I'm really glad that we can all come together and have fun and hang out and do stuff like this. And you know what? I'm going to keep doing it. I'm still going to do stuff like this. You guys can still come hang out with me live. I'm still going to give stuff away. I'm still going to make videos about knives, and I'm still going to do funny voices and go on long rants and make fart jokes and stuff like that. So if you like this, stick around because I'm going to be here for a while. Anyways, that's going to be pretty much it for me tonight. I hope you all had fun tonight. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.